On Wednesday, Amazon introduced the Echo Studio. It's a high-end speaker to rival Sonos devices, the Apple HomePod, and Google Home Max. Sonos shares fell 3% on the news. The new device looks similar to the HomePod, making it noticeably larger than any existing Echo. This speaker costs $199, and it's available on pre-order on Wednesday. I caught up with Amazon Senior Vice President of Devices and Service, Dave Limp, to ask him about the changes.
Well, we've really taken a different take on how audio is developed. Basically, we have 5 speakers built into it, 3 mid-range, a front-forward tweeter, and a bass that gives the sense of the music surrounding you, like kind of how the artist wants the music to be portrayed. And we think that's an industry first, and we're looking forward to seeing how customers like it.
You are taking on big rivals, Sonos, Apple, Google. Are you happy with your penetration rate?
We think that this isn't a winner-take-all game, first of all. And you mentioned one of those companies who is a great partner of ours in Sonos. They're really, really great partners, and we think customers want selection. That's always been the case with Amazon. We offer lots of selection and choice, and we want to give that same choice, whether it's Sonos or our products, and we're looking forward to seeing what customers think and whether they like it.
The pricing is interesting to me at a $199 versus the HomePod at a $299. It feels like everyone's really trying to be competitive here on pricing. Are you worried that it's a race to zero?
I don't think so. I think what we try to do is price our products with as much value as we possibly can. We've always had the philosophy since the first day with Kindle to price our products in a way that we want to make money as Amazon and the device and services business when customers use those products, not when they buy them. So if we give them good value and the service behind it is really compelling to the customer, they're going to use it for years and years and years. And we think that the price points we're at now are great.
Dave, I was chuckling a little bit when the headline crossed that said Alexa will now tell when I'm frustrated with her. How will she be able to tell that, and then what does she do?
Yeah, we built a pretty deep machine learning model. It's sort of the advancement of AI to be able to recognize when customers are frustrated. And it's important to realize we're not checking whether you're frustrated with the world around you or detecting that or somebody in your family. We're only detecting when you're frustrated with Alexa herself. And when that happens, we want to try to teach Alexa to kind of auto-correct herself. And the example I showed was a music example. I asked to play one track. She misunderstood. I got frustrated. She corrected herself. And we think that's going to be very valuable on the path as these digital assistants, Alexa specifically, become more conversational over time.
When it comes to privacy controls, what new privacy controls have you added with these new devices?
We did a lot on privacy today. We added new utterances that allow you to ask Alexa, tell me what you heard, so she can clarify that. You can ask Alexa in the coming months, tell me why did you do that? So if she does something that you didn't think was right, you can understand the context of that. And we added a new feature in our Privacy Hub, gives customers the ability to auto-delete their voice utterances on a rolling 3 and 18-month rolling window. And we think customers will like that as well.
Now, in between that rolling 3 or 18-month window, though, confirm for me if there is audio listening, transcribing, recording before I delete those.
We have a different setting, and I think we're the first in the industry to allow customers to opt out of human beings annotating any voice recording that we might have. So you can also turn that off if you want. Some of the personalization of the service and some of the capabilities of the service will get worse if you do that, but if a customer wants to, we want to give them that option. And then we've always had, from the very beginning, the ability for customers to delete any single utterance, any group of utterances, or all utterances with a single click of a button, and those are all also in the Alexa Privacy Hub. So the key for us is to give customers lots of options, and they can balance the level of personalization and capabilities they have versus the level of privacy that they want.
Why, Dave, is it opt-out instead of opt-in?
Well, like I said, a lot of the capabilities that we get from those voice recordings makes the service more important. Let me give you one example. We just launched Hindi in India last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. And we know that in the first 3 months, as long as we have enough data, that the service is going to get something like 33% better, more accurate on behalf of Hindi-speaking customers. If we didn't have that capability, we didn't have those voice recordings, we couldn't make those improvements. The state of the art of the science wouldn't allow us to do that. So we hope customers will come with us on that journey and be able to have us do that to improve the service. If they don't want, they can opt out and they can delete their utterances and everything will be fine.
As we talk about the competitive landscape and pricing on all of these devices, I wonder if hardware is profitable for you.
Well, we've always had the same business model when it comes to our hardware, which is we kind of strive to break even. Where we want to profit is from if customers use the device downstream. I mentioned Kindle, that we don't want to make a lot of money when we sell you the Kindle device, but if somebody chooses to read books and likes books, we'll make a little bit of profit from each book that they choose to read. We think that's super aligned with customers. That means that if, again, they put it in the drawer and don't ever use our device, why should Amazon get any profits from that? We weren't successful in delivering what we wanted. It also has a side benefit of that we don't invite customers to upgrade every year. We don't have to. We continue to update the software on our devices to make them better over time, so that to try to incent customers to use them. And we think that's a very good business model that aligns us with customers.